Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. They'll set up a throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Back to throw now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Out to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, first and 10 at their own 18. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
Open man is Uzama.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
Well, this defense for the Browns, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw.
They'll roll him out right.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and not get free.
On 1st down, Chubb able to get forward for about 4 as he's taken down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Chubb will get the call running left.
He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
They'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
And here's Joseph Charlton now,
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They go play action with Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big play there for Cincinnati. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there.
Back to Mixon on second down.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. They run for it with Mixon. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
That's good for a Bengals first down. First and 10.
We're scoreless after one. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now Joe Mixon, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
So that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 31, Burrow. And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20.
A handoff to Mixon, and he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he's got his big tight end here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
11, 12.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up.
And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good.
And the Bengals are on the board first first here. It's 3-0. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just want to broadcast it.
Here's McPherson now to send it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. He'll look to throw. Man open. That's Anthony Schwartz. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. Touchdown, Browns. Anthony Schwartz, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. They'll go to the county fair.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category, and that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you, and let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he'll go out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
A run for Nick Chubb. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Buying time to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Now it's 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. Rolling to his right. And his throw here is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play that time for Cleveland.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
They'll give it to Chubb. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10.
14, Bengals 10.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. The run on first down gets him a couple up to the 27. 8 yards to go on second down. Play action. It's Burrow. They'll roll him out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Back to Mixon on second down. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. A fairly short kick from the 14, and able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Back to Mixon on first down, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for Bengals. First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Mixon with a first down carry.
125 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. It's Mixon on the counter. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And now they will throw it with Burrow.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And the Browns are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
They go play action here on first down. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Second and 10.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Steps away. Now he'll throw deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Gay is on for the point after. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Browns 21, Bengals 10.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, down at the 31. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, Mixon. 139 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Steps away to his left. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Bengals are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were...
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll set up a throw.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And some space here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 158 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Mixon. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line.
11.
From the gun to give to Mixon. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
11.
On 2nd down now. Mixon, and tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon trucks over him. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
12. Strip that ball.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches.
12.
Here's a give to Mixon. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd.
And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in the tight one. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
On first down, Mixon. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, 27 yards. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
He's got a man, complete, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
That one looks like he'll throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He'll have a first down past the 40. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone from Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, 26 yards. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his left. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. sliding out of the pocket. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Von Bell. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That's going to set them back 5 yards. They'll look to throw. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 10. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Flush to his right. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. Scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So for Cincinnati, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants.